guys, today I want to talk about a synopsis and why you need to pay so close attention to your synopsis when writing and publishing your book. Now, just to be honest, and let's just call a spade, books are 100% judged by their cover. That means when someone is scrolling Amazon or walking through Barnes & Nobles or whatever bookstore, if they walk past your book and they are intrigued by it or called to it, then they're more likely to buy it. And so when someone is intrigued or enticed by your book, the things that stand out most and the things that you need to pay attention to as the author is the color. Well, the cover overall, but on the cover, you want to pay attention to the color. You want to pay attention to the title. You want to pay attention to the subtitle. You want to pay attention to the images and how they're speaking to your audience. And you want to pay attention to the synopsis. And if you're wondering, what is a synopsis? Let's talk about it. So the synopsis is the brief blurb or the overview that goes on the back of the book to let the readers know what to expect from the book. With a nonfiction book, I always say you tell them the what and then you show them the how inside of the book. So the synopsis gives what they can expect, and inside when reading the book, it shows them how they can get to that next step. So like if you're doing a personal development book on like finances, like recovering your finances after divorce, the what is inside the book, you're going to learn the steps to recover your finances after divorce. And inside the book, you show them this is how you recover your finances after divorce. For fiction books, the synopsis is the storyline. So you can let them know that there's like going to be a twist or what the plot is, what the overview is, what they can expect. But you want to make sure that either way it's enticing so that the reader doesn't just want to read the synopsis, but they want to go in to actually read the book. What I like to compare it to is almost like a movie trailer, although you can also do book trailers. When I think of the synopsis, I think of what is a way that I can entice or engage my audience so much that they're ready to purchase the book. I think about it like when you're sitting there watching TV and you see a book trailer come on and you're like, or a movie trailer and you're like, oh my gosh, when this movie comes out, I gotta be in the theater. That's the way you want your synopsis to engage and intrigue your ideal reader. Now, here's the catchy and tricky part about that. You want to be enticing, you want to engage your reader, but synopsises are usually pretty short. If you're thinking of a synopsis for the blurb on the back of your book, I usually say keep that around under 500 words because you need it to fit on the back of your book. For most of mine, they're around 300 words. If you're thinking of using your synopsis, which a lot of people do, to present your storyline and your objective for your book to publishing houses, then your synopsis may be closer to 1 to 2 pages. Now, you never want it to go on to 5 pages. That can be too much. But here's the cool thing. You can take the small blurb that you want to put on the back of your book and expand on that to turn it into publishing houses, or vice versa. If you've written a really long blurb or overview of your book, you can take that and you can subtract from that to determine how you can fit that on the back of your book. So here's the thing, when you're writing a synopsis, because you want to be really particular about the length of it, and you also want to make sure that you're really engaging and exciting your audience so that they want to read more, editing is going to be so important. And I don't necessarily just mean editing for grammar and punctuation. While that is huge, you definitely want to make sure that it's thoroughly read. You want to make sure that you edit for punctuation and grammar. You're also going to need to edit for development, flow, and readability. So to do this, you want to make sure that you remove any excess words that don't need to be there. You want to make sure that you're focusing on some of the most important pieces or some of the things that you know your audience is going to be most interested in. You also want to remove anything that may come off as repetitive or kind of mundane. That way you're getting straight to the point, you're getting straight to their heart, and you're engaging them and exciting them to learn and read more. Overall, with the synopsis, you want to tell them what they can expect by reading your book, but entice them to read more. So another strategy that's really helpful when you're editing your synopsis is to get test readers. So think of 2 to 3 people that you know would love your book. Not your mom who's going to tell you that everything you do is great, but somebody who you know will actually be intrigued or impacted or actually needs your book. And have them read the synopsis and let them know. Give me feedback. Tell me what stands out to you. What would you want to know more about? Does this entice you to read further or purchase the book? Getting feedback from your ideal reader will help you make the adjustments that you need in order to make sure that your synopsis is actually speaking to the people that need it most. Another great strategy is to utilize Amazon. Amazon is like my favorite tool as an author, and I use it for a lot of things. But when it comes to writing your synopsis, one thing that I often recommend is write out your synopsis as you see fit. edit it, think about what you would want to know, consider getting those test readers, but also determine what your synopsis, how your synopsis stands up to other professionally done synopsises. So what you can do is you can pick out 2 to 3 books that are very similar in topic or that your ideal reader would lean towards and read their synopsis. See what stands out to you. See what the author could have done that maybe would be a little bit better, and determine how you can take that and adopt it into your creation process of your synopsis. Now, do not get this mistaken with taking a synopsis on financial books and then taking it and applying it to yours, or a children's book and taking it and applying it to yours. You still need your synopsis to be in your voice because that's your unique selling point. So you don't want to adopt their synopsis exactly as written, but you can definitely use it to get those creative juices flowing as you continue to develop and expand upon your synopsis as well. Overall, writing your synopsis does not have to be complicated. It does not have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be challenging. You can utilize these steps and strategies that I've shared with you today to incorporate into your writing process and actually make the synopsis writing and layout really fun and exciting. So I'm going to let you dive in and get started, and best of luck at creating your synopsis and engaging your audience. Until next time, I will chat with you guys later. Bye, guys.